Well, welcome again. This is a little insight into the song Changing Winds. Changing Winds is a song that I wrote after I left college. Uh, I had nowhere to really go after college ended. And so I enrolled in a summer university program at the Neurop Institute in Boulder, Colorado. Studied Tai Chi, the Tao of Physics with Fritjof Capra. Uh, tai Chi is with Ed and Natasha Young, who have still been my favorite Tai Chi teachers I've ever had. Uh, and it was a magical time. When I left, it was like I had no place to go. The day that I was leaving the Neurop Institute in Boulder, Colorado, I received a letter from a fellow who I knew from Syracuse University who had shown me all about the Kabbalah. Well, I had no place else to go, so he worked for the Forest Service and lived in Williams, Arizona. And so I was on my way to Williams, Arizona. It was a really interesting time. It was just a continuation of my education. It was my entrance into the Kabbalah, because even though I had been exposed to it at Syracuse University, there are just so many distractions. And it really required a certain amount of focus. And I could not have asked for a better teacher. It is so easy for you to take a look at a language of energy and physicalize it. And so it was a whole shift in perception to enter into the Kabbalah. Changing Winds is a direct result of that experience. Changing Winds was sort of my experience entering the Kabbalah there in the southwest of America, where it was in the desert. So, and everything in the song is really true. I passed under a rainbow and I went into New Mexico. In Santa Fe, there was no place for me to stay. Everything was all booked up. And there were such spectacular sunsets. There were so, at that time, the skies at night were just magical and just filled with stars and mists. You know, and it's true about the night that we go out and we get out of the car, we look up, and there's a shooting star. You cannot make these things up. Nor is there not a reason why everything that happens. I always go into the song structure, not because most people are going to even care about it, but part of why I do and putting these songs out is someday young songwriters are going to take a look at these and they're going to go, how is this done? And this is the song structure is pretty interesting. There are no, except for if you want to say the word at the end of the verses are a chorus, Changing Winds. That's it's a bit of a stretch, but the structure of the song is you have two verses and then you have a bridge. Shooting stars appear in the galaxy for just one moment to be no more. and then there's another verse, and then there's another bridge. The second bridge is not even remotely the same as the first bridge. They are just absolutely different, and they should be, because part of a spiritual understanding is opening yourself up to new things, things that you've never done before, things that this is literally the most challenging song for me to play of any song that I've written. And then it ends with a verse. So it's a verse, and then a bridge, a verse, an entirely different bridge, and then the last verse. As with all my songs, I do hope you enjoy them. That's why I'm putting them out there. I also hope that you share them with people. I am sure that if you really just listen to the song and don't care about me singing it and don't care about how well or how not well it's done, but just listen to the song, I'm sure there's a group of people out there who will be moved by it. It is a wonderful song. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for finding out a little bit more about Changing Winds.